Hi there. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch Let's Talk Parenting. I'm Veronica Kasenga Fruitful. This is the program where we aim to encourage you to continue doing an amazing job of raising champions in the world, raising doctors, raising the next prime minister, or just raising someone that's going to be a kind, loving person in the world. This job is not easy. It requires a lot of patience, a lot of calm. And so what we want to do is just to encourage each other to continue doing what we are doing. So previously, I started a series where we were talking about different ways that we can say or show our children that we love them. And I shared 5 different ways that you can say you love your child without even using words. So there's 5 different ways. Anyone remember the first one? The first one was spending time with our children, spending special time with our children. And I explained how we can do that in different ways. If we've got 2, 3, 4, even 5 children with us. So I want to continue that today. I want to share 5 more different ways that we can say that we love our children. In fact, these ways might seem a bit odd, purely because when you're doing it, you might not realize you're actually showing your child or teaching your child that you love them. So are we ready for the first one? The first one is giving your child responsibilities. It is our duty to teach our children, the basic life skills. It is not the school's job to do that. I remember when I worked in primary school, we organized a life skill week where we basically help children learn things like how to tie their shoes. You will be surprised by how many children who are in they are 11 years old and they still don't know how to tie their shoes. Not that, I'm saying it's a bad thing. Technically they should know, but every child learns at different rates. But majority of children should know how to tie their shoes by the time they are 11 years old. So we did that in a school. But generally speaking, it is our duty to teach our children the basic skills for life. So giving children responsibilities helps the child learn the skills that they need, that they can use later on in life. So by the time a child is 11, let me just tell you a couple of things that they should already know how to do, okay? So for example, they should know how to tie their shoelace. They should be able to help clean the house or cleaning the bathtubs or the sink, helping you with doing the dishes, cleaning up their own bedroom, being able to take bed sheets off and putting them to the dirty laundry, putting things away. They should be able to take a phone message, write it down and leave it for you, water the lawn or the garden, go to bed without you having to tell them to go to bed, vacuum. They need to be able to bathe their younger siblings, save money. I mean, by the time a child's 11, we need to teach them how to save money. Pack their suitcase, it says here. If you're going on holiday, take care of their own bikes, take care of pets if they have any pets or you have pets. Put things in the dirty laundry, in the actual machine. They should be able to help us plan meals, help us with cooking. The list is endless, but I'm just naming a few things. Out of all the things that I've just named, I think my son can pretty much, by the time he was 12, he could do most of them. The 2 that he definitely couldn't do was take a phone message, write it down for me, and pack his suitcase if we're going on holiday. In fact, we're still working on that one. If we're going somewhere for the weekend, he can pack a little bag and put a couple of things in there. But a whole suitcase, yeah, let's just say by the time we get to the destination, I'm the one who's going to be regretting it. So we're still working on that one. But let me just say, do not worry if your child is 11, 12 and they still can't do some of the things that I am sharing. In fact, that's the reason we're sharing it, is to help give us ideas of some of the things that we need to start helping our children learn to do, so that by the time they go into secondary school, they become a little bit more independent. Okay, ready for number 2? So the second way you can say I love you to your child is to connect them with other relatives. So extended family members, cousins, aunties, uncles, grandparents. Let them spend time with them. No, not online, face to face. So take them to extended family members, family This is good for helping them to form relationships, bond, and especially if you've only got one child, and this is a really good way to help your child socialize and build other skills. So the third way we can show our children that we love them is to take them to extracurricular activities. So enroll them on sports activities after school, learn to swim, play football. We can let them join board game clubs like chess. That's really amazing for brain development. So, you know, brownies, cadets, there's so many different activities that children can get involved in. Get them enrolled, take them to these activities, say bye to them, come back, pick them up. All of those things are ways of showing our children that we love them. And also, I know in some schools, when they have sports days, sometimes they ask parents to join in. Some schools have associations like the PTA. All those things, when we do that, it is a way of showing our children that we love them because we're doing it for them, not for us. The fourth way we can show our children that we love them is by keeping our promises. Now, this one's really important, and I want to make emphasis on that. When you make a promise, when you give your word to a child that you would do something, do your very best to honor that word. Now, emergencies do come up where sometimes we can't do the things we say we're going to do. Explain that to the child, they'll understand. But generally speaking, if you give your word to your child that you're going to take them somewhere or you're going to do something with them, try to remember to honor that word. Because when we let children down, we are basically teaching them not to trust people. We're teaching them that adults or other people cannot be trusted. And also, when we honor our word, when we keep our promises, we're teaching children to actually have faith. Without faith, it's impossible to achieve our goals in life. When they grow up, they're going to get themselves involved in activities or things, and they're going to need to have faith to believe that it will happen. Well, when we keep our promises, we teach them that. So it's really important that we honor our words and try and do the things that we say we're going to do with our children. Okay, my final suggestion for today is to forgive our children. This might sound like an odd one because generally, most people, we do forgive our children when they do things that we're not happy with, but you'll be surprised by the number of parents who hold grudges over the mistakes that their children make over and over again. And I totally get it. It's so frustrating when you've taught somebody something or you've told them not to do something and they keep on doing it anyway. It's so frustrating, but we have to find a way to get over that, because if we don't, then we're teaching our children not to forgive other people. We're teaching them that, you know, if you make a mistake, it's something that cannot be forgiven. And that makes us feel really bad. And the impact of that is, well, when we grow up, we struggle to forgive other people when they hurt us. But when you think about the life that we're living, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does the wrong thing, and we all need to be forgiven. So start teaching children how to forgive other people by forgiving them when they make mistake. And I mean, literally make it obvious, like, oh, it's okay, it was a mistake, I understand. Literally verbally say it, because by doing that, then you're making their memory remember, oh yes, it was a mistake and I was forgiven for it. And that will help them when they grow up learn to forgive other people very easily. So I hope this has helped you. I hope you find this very helpful. If it has, then press the like button. Remember to share this with other parents, as I said earlier on. But if you haven't subscribed yet, then please subscribe now. And also you can stay in touch with me on Instagram, Fruitful7, and you can also stay in touch on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.